So idea 3 is audio feedback. There's a couple different ways to do audio feedback. So there's Mote, which is in beta, and it's a really cool extension. There's also some other ways. I'm going to go over Mote because I think students will really like Mote because it doesn't also, it provides the audio feedback, but it also provides text. So it converts what you said in audio, and it also creates like a transcript for the students if they needed to read along with it. So what you're going to do with Mote is you're just going to click where you want to give feedback. So right there, I want to give feedback. I'm going to click this comment button, and then I'm going to comment. And this works in Google. So Google Slides, Google Docs, and it works in spreadsheets. And then over here is the audio feedback. You only have 60 seconds. So for Mote, I would do it within the document. So this part might get 60 seconds, another part might get 30 seconds, and then you would just leave audio comments. So then I would just say, hey, you did a great job on this part. Please reread the instructions in Google Classroom. And then once you're done, you're going to click done. It's going to think. And then the kids can copy and paste this link. If they have the Mote extension, it will look like this on their desktop. So you would just need to share this extension with them in the Google Classroom. And then they would have the ability to see exactly what you said. So you can see how I wrote or it typed what I said, or students could go to this website. They just copy and paste that link. And they can see the audio file right here, and they can see exactly what I was saying in that audio file. So then I would just say, hey, and then again, I would go over here and I would start a comment, and I could do Mote again. I could also type if I needed to type something. So then I could all begin to talk and make corrections or whatever I needed to do for that student. And then there they go.
So then,
and again, go ahead.
Can they respond back to you that way too?
So they can't, I think if they have the extension, they can.
Okay.
So they would have to add Mote to their extensions up here. So this is Mote right here.
Okay.
And it is allowed. So they can just, you can put it in your Google Classroom and just say add the extension, and then they can either talk back. Just remember they only have 60 seconds, which is probably a good thing because some of our kids can talk. Or they could type back and say like corrected.
Okay.
So they could do either way. They could also just leave a real quick voice message, hit done. But again, they would have to have the extension added to their device. And then they can just hit play. Real quick. And if you noticed, right here, it said it has a 5 back. So then I can replay it just like in YouTube. I use that feature a lot. So then you can go back like, oh, that was a really good part. I need to go back and re-listen to that. They can go back 5 seconds. And then I could also edit the transcript because sometimes, you know, technology might have not heard me correctly. And then I could make a correction where I need to, if you saw that edit right here. Any questions about audio feedback? And you could also tell your students, after you listen, hit resolve.
Hey,
So then
Stephanie,
you know that they heard. Yes.
there's a question in the comments. Can
Okay.
they resolve your audio comment anyway?
Yeah, so they could resolve it. If they needed to go back to it, everything's right here. So see how I hit the comment area? You can reopen it. And then it's back. So like, let's say the student didn't make corrections. I can go back to my comments and I can go, there's one, hit reopen. And then I could make another comment that says, please do again. There we go. And then again, if the kid cancels it again, I can reopen it another time if I needed to. Or I might try to connect with that kid a different way. So I might try to meet with them in a Google Meet session. Any other questions about audio? All right.